This video is going to show you how to make a toothed belt to lift your lifting device up and down on your robot. It won't be the same size as the one on your robot because I don't know how big your one is, but once you see how to do it, you'll be able to do it for yourself. So we're going to start off by creating a new component, which we'll just call belt. And we're going to draw on the right side of the work cube, and we'll create a sketch and locate it on the right side. Then we're going to get a circle and locate it at the origin, pull it out, make it 13 millimeters in diameter, which is the actual diameter that the pulley is that you're going to be making your belt go around. Then we're going to get a line, click on the center of this circle and go up about 35 millimeters. That distance is way too short, but that's okay, we don't need to make a big belt. Make another pulley at the top, also of diameter 13, and then let's just zoom in on this. Now we're going to create two lines which are meant to be tangents to the circle there, and there, and there, and there. Okay, now you can see from this symbol here that we've created a tangent there, and we've also created one on the other side of that circle, but at the top we seem to have missed. So now we're going to get the tangent constraint. We're going to click on the line and the circle and say to make it be a tangent. Same with this side, the line and the circle, and make it be a tangent. And the tangent symbol appears, so we know we've been successful. So now we can get the scissors, we cut all this stuff out, and we've ended up with a shape which is about like a running track. So at this stage we're now going to type the letter O to create an offset, and we're just going to click on that. Now the offset's gone inside our running track. I don't want to create an inside lane, I want to create an outside lane. So I'm going to click on flip, and I only want the offset to be half a millimeter thick, so minus 0.5 of a millimeter. So that's our running track. Now I'm going to finish that sketch, zoom in on it a little bit, and then click on this internal region in here and type the letter E for extrude, and turn it at an angle so I can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to push it back a little bit. The distance I want to go is actually -8 millimeters, and there's the belt. Go back to our right hand view again, and we're going to now create a new body which will be one of the teeth. So I'm going to zoom in on this area here, and I'm going to create a sketch on this surface. And the first thing I'm going to do is type the letter P for project. I want to get one point on that belt projected into the sketch. So I'm going to do where the circle joins the straight line and project that point into the sketch, and click OK. Then I'm going to get a rectangle tool, and I'm going to click on that projected point, and this will make sure that my rectangle is exactly on that belt. Right, I want the belt to be the tooth to be 1 millimeter that way, and about 0.8 of a millimeter that way. So the 1 and the 0.8 are exactly right, so I'm just going to click, and I'm going to finish that sketch. And now I'm going to type the letter, or select that, type the letter E for extrude, push that back, and also go -8 millimeters. And instead of joining it to the belt, I'm going to create it as a new body. If you don't create a new body at this point, you will, we'll put it this way, if it all turns to custard when you do the next step, it'll probably be because you haven't created a new body. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look in this menu, and down the bottom there's a thing which is called pattern. pattern along a path. That's what we want. Okay, so you can see here that we're going to make patterns out of bodies, and that's why it was important at the previous step to make sure that your tooth is actually a body. So now we're going to select the body which is going to be made into the pattern. It's that one. And we're going to select the path that's going to go around, which is that line there. And then we're going to change the distance setting to spacing. And then that means that this distance up here is going to be the spacing between the objects, and that is set to 2 millimeters. Okay. And now it's made them all right. It's made 3 of them anyway. And there they are. But you can see that they're all sitting vertically, and I want them to actually sit snugly against the belt. So I have to change another setting now, which is, instead of making the orientation of them all be the same, I need to make it follow the path. And you can see when I click on that they all turn, so that they turn around the path with the path. 3 is clearly not enough, so let's try about 30. Let's zoom out a little bit, see how far 30 has got us. It's got us about halfway, I guess, maybe just a bit more than halfway. So let's go back in and modify that, edit that feature. Okay, 30 is not enough, maybe 50. If you hit tab, it keeps the dialog box open rather than return. Okay, 50 is not enough. 55. Well, what's going on there now? Well, that's interesting. It looks like it's gone 1 over. So I might change it to 54. See what that does. Oh no, maybe 55 is better. Okay. So now I'm just going to click on OK. And zoom out a bit. And there we have a toothed belt.